tried to recast Atlanta. I just think let's look for a real group of friends that have some drama in New Jersey. I don't think we're going to look for family members after this. Maybe as like an ode or a nod to New Jersey, we will look for more family members, but it's going to be younger women. I don't think we would keep like Fuda and Cabral and just start over with the two of them. I mean, if that's the case, why wouldn't we have kept Ebony and Leah from New York? I don't know. So maybe a reboot, but it's going away. Andy has just said it. He's referred to the bloggers. He used the word toxicity. So it's going. So I feel that, and I'm not picking on anyone, the two people that don't get this, in my opinion, are Jennifer and Teresa. Now, Teresa ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but like Margaret, I mean, I want nothing to do with a woman, but she is smart. I think Dolores gets it. And mind you, I think like a Margaret will mind it when the salary's gone for like 2 years. But I actually think Margaret is thrilled. I think Jackie is probably thrilled doing interviews and saying how toxic it is. I mean, she's only a friend of. So I actually think some people are actually happy that it's going away because they're just tired of the job. Dolores, I think, knows. I really, based on her appearance on Watch What Happens, I think Jennifer is literally clueless. Like, Andy is asking you about the bloggers. You leaked the screeners. Again, I've said it before. I get screeners from every network. When we had Lisa Rinna's writer, Greg McBride on, we got the actual entire Mommy Meanest from the network before it aired. Of course, you can't put that out. Will anybody know? I think there's a way to trace it, but I would never. It's just like such a thing in the industry. Publicists, managers, lawyers, cast members. There are so many pre-screeners going around. It is so juvenile of Aydin to be sending it out, but that's in the past. It is what it is. The point is, when Andy brings this up, she starts talking about how like all bloggers started as fans. Andy's like, so like, what? She never denied that she did it. It's like, girl, stop talking. So I just think Jennifer is not aware that, girl, you lost your job. I mean, if she didn't lose her job, she lost it by going on Watch What Happens because he was annoyed with her. She's not letting anyone get a word in wise. But I think it has nothing to do with Watch What Happened. Jennifer lost her job regardless. I don't think Teresa realizes what's going on. I mean, she says whatever Bravo wants her to do, she'll do. I don't even know if Teresa is losing her job, but I don't think she realizes and has thought out that if you're depositing $2 million every year for 13 years, other than the year that you went to jail, because there was a pause, if you're going to get a salary next season, and the next season is 2 years away or a year away, you feel it, right? Like Kenya before she got fired, which we can get into that because people are reporting that Bravo. I don't care if Bravo made a statement or not. Kenya Moore is not coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You can slip into the comments. You can tell me this blogger said she was, this blogger said she was, this blogger said there's no statement. I am telling you, as a lawyer, as someone who ran HR, the exposure, Kenya Moore will not be back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. There probably will not be a statement. Who says Bravo has to make a statement? People slip in my DMs all day and ask me questions. The other day, someone said, is it true you're not speaking to Margaret? Guys, here's some advice on the world. Just because someone asks you a question, you don't have to answer. So there will be no statement from Bravo. There's no statement. No one's making a statement. Come to our live show because I cannot plead the fifth. The last live show, I tried to plead the fifth when someone asked me a question about a breakup with one of the ex RHONJ people that was on the show. And Sarah Fraser called my shit right out in front of everyone and said, bitch, that ain't no answer. So back up the bus before you move on to the next question. We promise these listeners that have paid for the VIP Any question, answer the damn question. But Jennifer Aydin's done. I don't think Teresa realizes that even though she might be the queen of New Jersey and protected, if you don't get the salary for a year, you still feel the difference. But she says Louis has so much money and she should have signed a prenup and he should have asked her. And well, according to Vinivia, Louis has a lot going on with that company, and there's a lot of people saying they didn't get paid. So I don't know if Louis ran all that mortgage shit, alleged, who knows what's going on. I don't have the energy to read the fine print. Lots of other bloggers are doing that for you. Not interested. When something is actually, he's charged, we'll deal with it here. But I don't think Louis got as much money as you think, Teresa, which is such a shame. So I just think people are still in denial. Anyway, Andy's pissed, and Andy has said that we're taking our time to figure it out. So that ain't good, guys. That ain't good. Alexis has slammed Shannon and has now accused Shannon of exploiting her relationship with John Jansen for sympathy. And Alexis says that Shannon is obsessed with Johnny J. And Alexis has now said, basically a direct quote, that she will take the public beating from the mean girl, Shannon, if it will calm the storms. She doesn't mind taking the public beating from the mean girl, Shannon, if it will calm the storms. So Alexis must stay up at night. I think she has. Do you know when Anna Kinkoses was on this podcast from Miami? Should we get Anna back on the podcast? When she was on this podcast, if you remember, she claimed, she said it on air, that Marisol, which I totally believe, Marisol hired a speechwriter to write her sound bites, which I believe, with her cockies and her bullshit. I believe that Alexis has probably hired the same screenwriter, because here she is, there's the door, Shannon Bedore, and she's saying that she will put up with all of Shannon's bullshit in person if it calms the storms. I mean, stop, Alexis. Just stop. We get it. You can come up with, I don't even know what you would call these things. But great first episode of RHOC. Loved it. I think it has potential, and I think this is how you do it. Heather has come out and said the new girl, Katie, is Noella part 2, that basically she came in with an agenda to come for, the rich bitch on the cast, Heather, and it's not authentic, and she's trying to make her mark. I don't see that yet. We're only an episode in. We have our second episode on Thursday, but let's see. Love the season so far. Kathy Wakile was just back on Watch What Happens. Lots of you are starting to spiral. I don't think this means Kathy Wakile is going to be back on RHO